Thank you so much for having me in today.
Of course, good to see you again.
It's great to see you as well. It was fun at the Dean's Terry tailgate.
Oh, I know. Oh, wasn't that great?
Yeah.
The weather turned out awesome.
The weather was amazing. The game was fantastic. So
yeah,
I had the best time in Athens. Here's just my business
Oh,
card.
yes. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
So I talked to your secretary outside, and we had 20 minutes today. Is that correct?
Perfect.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, yay. And do you mind if I take some notes just to fill in some blanks as we go throughout the meeting?
Please do.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, in preparation for the meeting today, I talked to a few of your employees, and I know talking to you guys at the tailgate, I came up with these 3 issues as potential agenda items. Do these look right to you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we definitely had some issues with sales tracking and general communication.
Okay.
Yeah, those look good to me.
Perfect. And is there anything else you'd like to add for the meeting?
No, I think those 3 cover it.
Perfect. And just to clarify, do you have anyone else that you want to bring in for the meeting at all?
No, you and me should be good for today.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, I'm excited. So let's just get a little deeper into these areas and talk. I just have a few questions to just get an overall idea.
Yeah.
So I see that your company has a yearly revenue of $3.6 billion.
We do.
That's a great number.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Congratulations.
yes. Yep. Big company.
Yeah. And so to clarify, your company has 5,000 employees and operations in both the U.S. as well as abroad.
Yes. Yes. We
Okay.
also are global.
Awesome. And for your USA operations, you have 6 different plants with over 3,000 manufacturing employees, 4 plants with 620 employees in your global operations.
Yes.
A lot of people.
Yeah. We're very spread out for sure.
Well, thank you for confirming all of this. I just want to. All right. So I was able to gather that you guys are currently making use of multiple sales tracking. Is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, I did have a couple notes on here. So do you have any concerns about your current system that you're using?
Well, the sales reps are just really struggling because they're not really able to see, their sales and the impact that they're making on, a real-time basis. And that's just really been an issue because we're growing so much.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just really like not keeping up with the amount of revenue we're bringing in. So that's definitely been some concerns I've been hearing.
Yeah, so you feel like it's a bit outdated for your growing company.
Yeah, it's just slower. We're just really looking for things in real time.
Yeah, okay. And how has this, like the lack of order tracking impacted your customer service?
I just find that sales reps aren't able to really be with the customer and face-to-face because they are spending a lot of time in the office or just not out in the field because they're trying to work on their sales and tracking all of that. And whereas the system should be doing that for them.
Exactly.
So, they can actually be, with their customers.
Well, it's great that you already recognize that. I know with my other clients that are facing similar issues, they've started to get really frustrated with like just not being able to track their things, everything, and just everything kind of being all chaotic.
Right.
Especially as your company grows and expands. So
right.
You think that it's similar for you?
Yeah, that's definitely issues that we're having. So it's good to hear that we're not the only ones.
Yeah, and especially like if your sales representatives are already getting frustrated, then that just like goes up the ladder to management as well.
Exactly. Yeah, it impacts the whole company. Especially since it's gotten back to me, I know that it's definitely an issue.
Yeah. Well, I know that you probably have some numbers of your own, but I was able to calculate. If you look over here, so let's say each sale that you could potentially have is worth around $200,000.
Yes.
And you're losing about 30 per year due to the loss of orders and sales. That is $6 million loss in revenue for your company.
Yeah, that's not a number I like to see.
I know, especially like with your company being 3.6 billion, like
exactly
6 million isn't like too much of an issue, but like after year and year and year, like that's a massive amount.
Right. Yeah, we definitely don't want to have, and we want it to be zero.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
I definitely don't like seeing that.
Yeah. Well, I know I'm definitely a numbers girl, so it's nice to be able to really go through and write it all out for you. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Well, thank you for confirming all of that.
Yes.
So after speaking with some other sales reps,
Right.
I've seen that you guys are having some issues with communication with both your clients and your team members. You found that to be true?
Yeah, and it just really dates back to the current system that we're using. It's just really hard for everyone to be on the same page, or as I like to say, the same sheet of music.
Yeah.
So I just really think that we need to use a system that it, can help us all kind of work together.
Yeah, and how do you find that your sales representatives are currently being able to communicate with your current system? Is it just causing a lot of different random issues?
Yeah, I think part of it, goes back to the fact that it's not in real time. Things aren't updated. If someone has a lead and another sales rep doesn't know about it, and maybe they then think that they can use that lead, and then people are just kind of going after the same things, and because there's a lot of sales reps everywhere, and so the ones that are near each other, they don't even know what's going on, unless they're texting each other, and that's just not enough.
Because there's so many different forms of communication nowadays, but like you just really want to have a unified system.
Exactly.
So have you guys been losing sales due to your inefficient ways of communicating?
We definitely have. I think we've lost unfortunately a couple clients over the past few years as well.
It causes a lot of chaos.
It's just not the standard that our company wants to hold for our clients.
So I see you mentioned a little bit earlier that you think that the messages are just kind of getting diluted as they go from person to person. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just like the chain of command as well. By the time things get back to me, it's been weeks sometimes, and I just want to be able to be on the same page as everyone in my company by just looking at something. You know?
Definitely. So I noticed that your company is looking to partner with countries like Vietnam and Italy, but you don't currently have manufacturing offices there. Do you see any potential for communication error with that being said? Yeah,
definitely. We're looking to expand in those areas, but not right now. So it would be nice that we have, if someone does visit out there, we have a system that can, pick up on it that's not server based.
Yes, exactly.
Because we don't have locations there.
So. Especially with language barriers and everything. Communication is key in any kind of business, but to be so global, you really want a system that's really focused on the right communication. Well, going back to some more numbers. So if you guys, I've heard, lost 8 clients this year.
Yes.
Due to the slow response rate and just competitors sweeping in. Which is
competition,
awful.
especially. Ever since we reached the 3 billion point, our competition is just insane.
I bet.
We entered a whole new market, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. And each client is worth about 1 million, you would say?
Yes.
Okay, so that is 8 million loss in revenue just due to slow response rate and your competitors just sweeping in before you can even get your thoughts together.
That's definitely an issue.
8 million.
I don't like seeing that at all.
Exactly, just with bad communication.
You would think that
that's an easy fix. Exactly.
Right.
Well, thank you again for confirming all of this. So now we can go on to the last issue that we discussed. So you are using multiple sales tracking.
Yes.
Are you looking for a more overall unified system?
Yeah, we just really want something that can kind of put everyone on the same page. Can analyze our data for us in real time. Track our sales, forecast our sales.
Yes.
We can easily communicate with our clients. Easily find leads. We want our sales reps out in the field. We don't need them doing that work.
Exactly, wasting time. So because your company is growing so much, are you finding it a little bit more difficult to forecast these sales?
We're currently forecasting monthly, I believe. So that's just not working.
Yes, exactly.
We are too big of a company.
So is that your main concern? Is just how big you are? You're just getting, not you.
No, it's definitely just again, our competition. We need to be forecasting. It needs to be in real time. We need to know every single day I want to look at something and know where my company stands.
Exactly.
Right.
And if you feel this way, I'm sure everyone around the globe feels the exact same way. So for you to just be like going in and like getting all this data, you want someone who will be in your Italy office to really get that at the same amount of time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Do you find that you guys are also having some trouble with budgeting?
Yeah, I would say budgeting's definitely been an issue. I think part of that is just the fact that we're growing faster than we have been anticipating.
Yeah.
But also, you know,
I think all of them play together.
Yeah, so they're not forecasting, you know, yeah, exactly. Like so much, especially with how big our company is and how global it is, in a month, so much goes on.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it's hard to budget sometimes because they could be off.
Yeah.
It's not their fault.
And I like how you said earlier that people are wasting their time. That obviously creates like the error of losing potential clients as well.
Yeah.
And I know like if you were able to get all of this together, I've calculated that you'd be possibly able to get 8 to 10 more clients a year. So that would be $8 to 10 more $1 million into the bank.
Would literally be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's just like a little fix that like here and there to just really get your data analysis like in the right track.
Of course. Anything to grow the company. That's fantastic.
Well, great. Thanks for answering all of those questions. So if you want to take a look at my laptop, I do have a few little things that I can show you, like advantages to Salesforce's CRM system that I believe would be a great benefit for your company. So with how widespread your company is across the globe, you definitely want a CRM system that works across the globe, like you said, in real time. And that just assures that your sales, marketing, and customer service are all operating at the same
together.
Together.
All working together.
More unified. Are you by any chance familiar with the cloud?
No, that's something that I've been looking into, just because we're currently server-based CRM system, legacy package. So, but if you could explain a little bit more to me how that works.
Yeah, so Salesforce has leveraged the trend of cloud computing, and that just allows basically what I was saying earlier, like anyone and everyone, well, in your company, can access the data that you guys have, no matter where they are in the world, no matter what device they're on. So it's just like in real time. Exactly. Just like based on what you were saying earlier, I can just really tell that the cloud is something that I think your company could really benefit from using.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And so with regards to sales tracking, one of the first issues. So with Salesforce, you can know where you can upsell and cross-sell, which just really improves closing sales, managing leads, and tracking easily and effectively. So on Salesforce, here you can click customize the opportunity object, which allows you to track the activity around the deals and just build a dashboard to keep yourself and anyone else on track.
It seems user-friendly.
Exactly. And here you can see your previous sales and losses and keep track of them all in one spot, no matter the device you're on. So it's amazing. Like I could definitely just be looking at this on my phone, but for the meeting today, I wanted it to be a little bit bigger.
Right, of course.
So it's great. And for sales tracking, that's just a really awesome asset for you. Just be able to just track your sales, your orders, and everything. So for communication, I know one of the biggest things for your company is to build the long-lasting relationships with your clients.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you guys have some great clients. I know one of them is South Africa Brewery. I'm actually from South Africa, so that was really exciting.
That's very cool. So you're familiar with the company.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So it being a global like South Africa, so with regards to partnering with companies in both Vietnam and Italy, you don't currently have a global operations in either place. So in order to partner with them effectively and efficiently, you definitely need a cloud-based system.
I feel like our competitors probably do by now too.
Yeah, I'm actually not too sure about the one, but I did know that the one that you also are having a meeting with that you mentioned is kind of going into the cloud-based system. We actually have had it for multiple years now, so it is something like, I know Forbes, we were one of like the fastest growing companies, the most trustworthy companies, so it is something that we kind of like stand behind, just for you to keep in mind when you are thinking about the other competitors. So on Salesforce, with regards to communication, you can have two options. There are two options that I think would be a great asset for you. One of them is account object and the other is contact object. Account object stores information about companies you're doing business with, as well as other companies that you might interact with in the future.
Okay. So generally about the accounts.
Exactly. And then contact objects stores contact information about key decision makers, buyers, etc. Of each particular company that you're interacting with.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So it's great.
We don't want our sales reps, we want them talking to people.
Exactly.
That can, sign the contract.
Yeah, and also one of the newer items that we do have on Salesforce is called Chatter. I don't know if you've heard about it.
I haven't.
Yeah, it's basically kind of like a Facebook or like a GroupMe for just your company.
Oh, okay.
And it's through Salesforce, so same thing,
real
time like conversations, and just like everyone's able to get like the information they need quickly.
That's great. That's a great way for everyone to stay in touch too.
Exactly. So for data analysis, you want your CRM and sales dashboards to provide tools for collecting and analyzing quantitative data for sure. And I'm sure you don't want it to take as much time though as it is now.
That's what we want. We want the system doing it for us.
So on Salesforce, you can do predicting with collaborative forecast. And this forecast amounts, there's 4 different categories: pipeline, best case, commit, and close. Yeah, so depending on how you set up the feature, these amounts can reflect opportunities from one category or aggregated.
Oh, okay. That's great. I love how it organizes that.
Yeah, it's super organized and user-friendly, which is great. I know that scares a lot of people with how much that it can do, so it's wonderful. And so let's just take a second to look over the numbers to get a better idea.
Let's talk money.
Yes. So, so for right now, you guys currently in your USA operations have 6 plants. And around 6 people per plant, I would estimate, would benefit from using Salesforce.
So you don't think everyone needs it?
I really don't think so. I would say around 6 people, give or take, definitely. But that's just the estimate that I came up with. So that would be a total of 36 people just in your USA operation. And then for your division offices, you have 4 sales VPs, 16 regional managers, and 160 salespeople, which I think every single one of those people would really benefit from using it.
So you just think the plant operate, like the managers need it,
definitely,
not all of them.
Exactly. Yeah. So so that would be 180 people for your division office. But then global operations, same type thing as your USA. You have 4 plants, but around 6 people is what I would estimate. So that's 24 people. And then last but not least, sales offices. You have 4 regional managers, 40 business development consultants, which equals 44 people in sales offices. So I did already calculate this to save some time. But that's a total of 294 members who would use Salesforce. So the base price for using it is $125,000. And it does cost $189 per person per month to use Salesforce, which will ultimately cost $2,268 per year. So for a total of 294 members, that would equal this big number, which I know looks pretty scary. Pretty scary at first. But if you look at the numbers we calculated earlier, that's almost 25 million that you guys are losing. So this number isn't even close to 1 million. So it's pretty good investment if you look at it like that.
That is true. It's an investment. That's true.
So exactly. So we already talked, like, that's $22 million in revenue, potential lost revenue. So almost 800,000 really is a good return on your investment. Do you agree?
I do agree. Yeah, that's true. When I look at it as an investment, 22 million is huge, and there's definitely issues in the company, so I do see that as worth it.
Well, I'd love to come to another meeting if you have other people you'd like for me to discuss all of this with, or if you just want to discuss it on your own and then call me at a later time, or if you're prepared to move forward today, then I'm good with all 3.
I definitely think I need to talk this over with some of the other executives. We do have a meeting next Wednesday. It's gonna be in the morning. Would next Wednesday at 9:30 work for you?
9:30, of course.
9:30
in this Atlanta office?
Yes, it'll be here. So I just need you there, just probably to help me explain how this works.
I can definitely print this all out and bring it in. To show.
So I'll let them know to pencil you into the meeting.
Perfect.
I appreciate you coming in today.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for having me. And letting me take up some of your time today.
Of course. Yes. Please drive safely.
Yep, you too. Bye.
Bye.
Didn't even need a